Hello children, today we will discuss the next topic of your science, that is spatial feeding habits. Animals like snakes do not have tearing or chewing teeth. They swallow their food as a whole. So children, there are some animals like snakes, they do not have tearing or chewing teeth. So they swallow their food. As I said earlier, swallow means the food that goes from your mouth into your stomach. Understood? Yes. So children, since snakes do not have teeth, so they swallow their food. And the snakes can open its mouth very wide to swallow its prey. Children, look at this picture. How the snake is opening its mouth. Understood? The snakes can open their mouth very wide so they can eat animals which are also bigger than them. Understood? It means snakes can eat very big animals. It means which are bigger than snakes. They can also eat them because they can open their mouth very wide, isn't it? Frogs, lizards and chameleons have sticky tongue to catch insects. They keep it rolled up inside their mouth and flip it out to catch insects even when they are flying. So children, animals like frogs, lizards, chameleons have sticky tongue to catch insects. Children, look at this picture. This is a frog, and this frog has a sticky tongue. And this is the picture of chameleon. This chameleon also have sticky tongue. So children, these animals' tongue have a well developed sense of smell capacity, which helps them to distinguish the food, whether it is insect, mosquitoes or something else. And so where a frog finds any insect to eat, it takes its tongue out of its mouth. So when this frog, lizard and chameleon find any insect, they roll up their tongue inside their mouth and flip it out to catch insects even when they are flying. Understood? So look at this picture. You will know how these animals eat their food because they have a sticky tongue which help them to catch insects. Butterfly and honeybees have long, thin tubes as mouth. These tubes help them suck nectar from flowers. Mosquitoes and leeches also have long tubes which they use to suck the blood of other animals. So children, some insects like mosquito, honeybee and butterfly, they suck their food with the help of their long, pointed and hollow sucking tubes. Children, these mosquitoes, butterfly and honeybees have hollow sucking tube. You can see in this picture, this butterfly has tube to get their food from the flowers. Cats and dogs use their tongue to have milk and water. They fold their tongue to take out the milk or water from the vessel. This is called lapping. So children, animals like dogs and cat lick milk and water with the help of their tongue. They fold their tongue to take out the milk or water from the vessel. Children, you can see in this picture how this dog is folding its tongue to take out water from this vessel. Elephants use their trunk to break off the grass or branches and leaves of trees and push them into their mouth. Elephants also use their trunk to drink water. So children, an elephant has a long, thick trunk. The trunk helps to break off branches and leaves of trees and push them into their mouth. The trunk is also used for drinking water. So children, now we will talk about our last topic, that is food chain. A food chain shows how different organisms depend on each other for their food. A simple food chain is shown below. Children, look at your book and see this picture. Yes, only green plants can prepare their own food. Therefore, a food chain always starts with plants. Carnivores also depend ultimately on plants for their food. Now children, let's discuss in detail what is food chain. So, green plants make their own food by using air, water and sunlight. So herbivorous animals like deer, cows, elephants eat these green plants, isn't it? Yes, these herbivorous animals eat green plants. And a carnivorous animals like tiger, lion, fox eat the herbivorous animals. Yes or no? Yes. Herbivorous animals eat green plants and carnivorous animals eat herbivorous animals. So this is like a chain that the plants and animals form. So a chain that shows how plants are eaten by animals and then animals are eaten by other animals is called a food chain. So children, there has an example of food chain in your book. So children, this is another example of food chain. You can see some grasses in this picture. Yes, these grasses are eaten by grasshopper. And this frog eats that grasshopper. Understood what I'm telling? These grasses are eaten by grasshopper and this grasshopper is eaten by frog and this frog is eaten by snake, and at last this snake is eaten by this eagle. So a food chain shows how different organisms depend on each other for their food. So children, I hope you have understood, and here we have finished this lesson.